Ciao Bellas, it's Natalie. I am back. And so I am going to be talking today about going live on Facebook. So I know, breathe. I can hear the gasp. Like, I'm such an extrovert. I just clicked and was ready to roll. But I do know not everybody is like that. And you are okay if you're not. So don't panic. Don't feel bad about yourself. Just begin to realize that you can do this. Begin to believe in yourself. It is so important that you are able to click that go live and sell your jewelry. Now, is it a requirement? No, it's not a requirement. So can you do well and make money and sling your bling and do all the things that you want to do for your business? Of course you can without going live. But listen, going live is free. And you reach so many more people that have never heard of you and really want to get to know you. And it's an opportunity to reach those people that you would not have otherwise. So can you do it without Facebook? Sure. But really, once you really understand how Facebook as a free platform can benefit you, then it's something that you really don't want to go without, to be honest. You really don't want to go without. So you want to get going. You want to push that go live button, and you want to be confident, and you want to grow in your confidence, and you want to believe in yourself, and you want to sling that bling, right? So let's talk a little bit about the whole process. This will be probably, 15-minute video. I'm going to try to shorten it. If you have any questions or comments afterwards, please definitely message me, put them in the comments. I don't know that I'm going to share screen. Maybe I will. Let's see how we go. But this was upon my heart because as a sponsor, I have team members who come and say, I don't want to go live. I see you going live. You know how a lot of people join your team because they see you live, but they feel like you can go live so much better. And they're scared because they are measuring themselves against you. They don't realize that you didn't start out as confident and as professional and polished as you are now. You had to grow into that. So it's important that people understand the journey to getting better and more comfortable and confident going live. It's not an overnight process for a lot of people. Like I said, for me, I went live and I was just rolling with it, right? But I know it's not for most people that way. And so don't beat up upon yourself. Have grace, because all of that beating upon yourself and all of that negative thinking and pessimistic and I can't do it and I'll never do it. All of that is just like burdensome. It is a weight upon you that you need to cast off, and you need to realize that it's hindering you in being more and more successful in your business. And no one got time for that, right? No one. So let's see. Let me just talk. And I have points on my cell phone that I'll be looking at. I have notes I've made. And this is just from the heart, and hopefully it will bless you. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please share the video out. I know that it will bless someone, right? And so let's see here. Let's just talk about Facebook. Let's talk about the different places you can go live, okay? So for those who don't know and do know, listen in, okay? So you have something called a personal profile. That is who you are as a human, who you are as a person on Facebook. That is what is called personal profile. It's not a personal page. It's not a group. It is a personal profile. And that means for me, my name on Facebook is Natalie Minor Mac. Okay. So that's my personal profile. I can go live on my personal profile. All right. So what's another one? There's something called a page. So many of us either have or are considering setting up a Facebook page for our business. All right. A page is different than your profile. You need a profile first to set up a page. You set up a page from your profile. Okay. There's an ability to go to your profile to set up a page. And if I need to go back and do trainings on step by step, where do you find that on the profile, Natalie? Ask and mention those things in the comments. I'll go back and do that. I have no problems doing that because I had to learn and I'm growing. still learning so much. And so this is all a learning process. So we want to be open, optimistic. We want to be okay that we don't know everything, and we want to be okay with the learning process. So personal profile, page, group. A group is completely different than either one of those other two. A group is typically where people who have been purchasing from you, people who are interested in seeing the product, you can set up a group for those persons. Facebook allows two types of groups, private or public. My group is a public group because I want others to be able to see the content that I post in there. So if you're in my group, then I want your friends to see the content, because it's content that I don't want to keep to myself. But there are reasons that people will choose a private group for their business, because they want it to feel like a family, like a close-knit community, and they want people to feel comfortable being able to post things privately in the group, and that it won't be accessible or shared or available for others outside of the members of the group to see it. For me, it wasn't an issue because it's paparazzi jewelry and I'm selling, but I understand that some want private. So those are the ways: personal profile, page, group. Okay. Messenger. Messenger is really a way to one-on-one or one to several people communicate. Facebook is really big on Messenger, you all. And so and they can track like the interactions per se between you and someone else. And the more interactions you have within Messenger, the more that Facebook, the AI, which is artificial intelligence, basically the bot, right? The robot, will be able to determine that those interactions with those people in Messenger are the ones that you want to see your content. What content? Any content. Your engagement post, your lifestyle post, your sales post, your business post, any content. The more content that you post, the more that people see it, the more that the bot thinks that you are working, that you are a person whose content draws people. You are a person who works with Facebook's goal of keeping people on the platform. Remember, it is social media. So that means you can't be social without interacting. So Facebook, it really loves people whose content, whose post, whose engagement and interaction brings people in. And when it happens on Messenger, they really like it, because Messenger is like a little bit more intimate kind of than it is on your profile and on your page and your group. All right. So I can break it down later, ask some more questions, put them in the comments. All right. Hopefully this is blessing and helpful. Those are the places like personal profile, page, group, Messenger that you can go live on Facebook. You can also post in stories. All right. So that's another place you can post, not go live, but you can post. Facebook also loves stories, because what happens is when you put a story in and someone comments, it shows up in their Messenger. Okay. And so then what happens when it shows up in Messenger? That's when you're supposed to comment back to that person in Messenger. All right. So again, you see the importance, you see the connection, right? It's all about social media. So what else did I want to say? Looking down here. Okay. You can also stream from Zoom or a platform like StreamYard into a Facebook page or group. There's steps to go through. They are simple and quick, but you can stream on Zoom and then stream it live, okay, into a Facebook business page or a group. All right. Now, you can go live on your cell phone. You can go live on your laptop, desktop, right? You can go live from your iPad. You can go live from your Android. I don't know a lot about Android, and I don't really know anything about Android, but you can go live, right? So all the places. Now, the procedure may look a little bit differently, but it's still basically the same thing. So don't get too tightly wrapped about that, okay? So those are some things I wanted to share. So now I'm going to look on my phone a little bit and make sure that I cover the other things. So I wanted to say, get over your fears. One of the things, and this may or may not be helpful, but I'll mention it. One of the things that I always say is one of the positives about Facebook is that you can't see anyone's face. Now, I love public speaking, and I do speak, and I'm an author, and I travel around for homeschool consultations and speaking around the country. Matter of fact, going over to Germany in May, and I'm excited about that. So I, as a speaker, a public speaker, look out and I see faces, and you want to see people are engaged. You want to see that they're looking at you, making eye contact. You want to see that they smile and laugh if you make a joke or say something funny. You want to see some head nods in agreement, right? But what you don't want to see is frowns and like, oh, and disgust and like thumbs down and like, what? You don't want to see people asleep. All the things that could potentially make you feel like, oh my gosh, are people engaging? Is this good content? So you can't on Facebook Live. If you're fearful and you feel like people are watching, you can't see their face. You can't see their face. So, and another thing, they don't typically know what you think you were supposed to have done and maybe forgot, or what you maybe messed up on and you are aware you messed up and you're concerned that they are like, oh, she messed up, or, oh, wow, she forgot this or didn't do that. Many people aren't even tuning in like that, y'all. The amount of time people take that they tune into you on Facebook and then they're gone, because we are a fast-paced world. So you really want to not be so concerned about that. They come back, but they are often looking at a lot of different people, right? And they'll come back. So that's why you just got to keep going and don't look at the numbers, because people are in and out, coming and going, and they're going to watch your replay too, right? So don't allow your worries and fears about things that really aren't real, aren't really of any significance at all. Push that button and go live and begin to think about how awesome it will be that you have overcome and that you are now slinging the bling live on Facebook. Okay. Now, Instagram, Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. Those are other platforms. We'll talk a little bit about Instagram, but yes, you can go live on Instagram. You can even go live now on YouTube with certain qualifications. Okay. So those are some things. So give me some, likes and all. Hopefully this is helping. So a couple of things. You want to check your lighting. You want to make sure your lighting is great. Okay. You want to make sure your lighting is good. There's a couple of different things that you can do and places and ways you can do your lighting. You can get the large donut. You can get the umbrella lamp. You can get a little clip on here. You can adjust the lighting on most of them. You can have the natural sunlight coming in, which is coming in on me right now, but it's kind of shaded a little bit. So I don't like how it's really light here and not as much here. But for training purposes, this is really actually good, because natural light is really better. You just got to kind of figure out, is it shining your way at the right time? So, but I needed to get the slide done. So here we are. But I just want to point that out and be real about it. Okay. So you want to make sure your lens on your phone and your webcam or whatever is clean and not dusty and not fingerprinted and things that are going to affect the brilliancy and the screen quality of the live. If you don't wear makeup, you want to at least look, like fresh, right? You want to look, moisturized. You want to look appealing, y'all. This is a fashion business. There's nothing you can do about that. You love jewelry, you're drawn in, and you become a consultant because you love jewelry. It's fashion, y'all. So do you need to look like the latest, greatest model? No, but you need to look like you are excited to be going live and you're presenting, your best, right? And people will draw to that. So you want that. So what that looks like for you in terms of how much makeup, sometimes I have on foundation, eyeshadow, all the things. Sometimes I don't, but you want to be fresh. You want to be appealing. You want lips not to be chapped. You know, you don't want stuff in your eyes. You want everything, all the things. Just take a moment, look at yourself in the mirror and check yourself, right? Okay. So do you want the jewelry still in plastic or not? That's debatable. Some consultants have customers who love the sound of them opening the jewelry in plastic, and they feel like, oh, it's new stuff. We're the first one seeing it, maybe or maybe not. Y'all know we could have already opened it, right? But either way, some customers love that. So that's a personal decision. Others who get irritated by it. So this is my thoughts on it. I have the ones who are okay with you opening plastic, they won't leave your live, but the people who hear it and get irritated will. So that tells me that you might want to go ahead and already have your jewelry open, because if the ones who are not irritated by it are going to hang around, but you're going to lose some who are, you don't want to lose anybody. So let's maybe consider my perspective that you might want to already have your jewelry ready. So what I do is I use, and I'm going to pull out here, I have a black rolling cart, three levels right here. And I use these from Dollar Tree. Now, and I just decided to use them because I didn't want, like, why go spend more money? But one of the challenges is you have the slip. So sometimes the change, may slip through there, which you really don't want, but it's stacked on top of others here. And I'm being careful and I'm not that concerned. I actually use these two when I go vend, and I put them in big Rubbermaid stacked up really nicely. And when I get to the vendor event, I have my bust, all my laid out, and then I can just take this out and go, okay, this is my brass and turquoise set, and I put it on, and then I just easily take it down after. So it kind of helps. You could put it in bags, whatever. Some people already put things on their bust and have rubber bands around them and all the things, but I'm not going to go into vending. I can talk about vending later. I've learned most of what I know from my dear sponsor, Cheryl Hurt. So, but in any case, I have my jewelry ready to go. So I have the brass, and yeah, I use the Paparazzi barcode for scanning, but I have the brass here, necklace, and then I have my ring, right? And then it has, again, the Paparazzi. Let me see. Sorry, I can see that the lighting is terrible, right? I have let's see here. See if I can get this. I have the barcode. It's not going to work 100% with me, y'all, because again, the lighting isn't 100%, y'all. So I have that. Okay. And then, I have, the necklace, right? So I have that. So what I do is I put a variety of things that are, that make like what we call a fashion fix set. Y'all remember this, right? And then this is a vintage one, but it has that same color tone. So I'll put that in because somebody may want a stretch, right? Versus a lobster claw bracelet. And then I also have just one without turquoise, right? Something that people might not want, a stretch that, they can have that. What else? And then I have a couple of another ring, right? So all the things. So I have those and I just stack it up, and I have a stack on the tray. So I have my sets ready to go. Now, what that has done for me, because y'all, I'm busy like everybody else, super, super busy. So what used to happen is that I would be busy and it'd be time to like, I gotta get ready to go live. Oh, and I'd be like, as much as I love going live and hanging out with my customers, I would just be so tired and I wouldn't really want to like come down. I'd be like, okay, what am I going to show? I don't have it ready. All the things that just kind of mentally just kind of caused me not to really want to do what I in my heart wanted to do. But like in my mind, I was just like, I'm tired. So I started using these and preparing them, and I just prepare loads and loads and loads. So as many as I get through with one live, fine. Then I take them, and you can watch here on YouTube. I have a live that's called, it's like the chronology of an order or what to do once you get your order. I talk about a little bit about that, but then you can take them and do your setups for your display photos or flash sales, and then you can hang them back up or put them away wherever. You can probably see behind me those they look like they are milk crates, and I use folders, and that's where I keep my multiples. In this room here, I have pegboards all around. This is a bedroom that thankfully we are able to use in my basement, and I go live from here. I have a shipping area over here that you can't see, but these are all hanging here, more so where you can't see them from the video probably, are necklaces. And then I've expanded out into the family room with the bracelets, the earrings, and the rings, right? So, but it's all color coordinated. Like you'll see the copper back there, the gunmetal. I got the orange and the yellow back here, and pink, excuse me. And then some things are out in a bin because I had a vendor event. So what am I saying? I pull together and make sets, because we got enough to make sets. So make your sets when you're going live. Okay. So let me make sure I'm covering everything. So we talked about that. Oh, also I have different busts available when I go live, because some color jewelry looks better on different color busts. So I will pull out. I even have this bust here, which costs more money on Amazon, but you can clip earrings up here. You can put your bracelet. It's long. So what I try to do, y'all, when you go live, also, you know how like afterwards the video is like, looks kind of, you look crazy, right? Like it catches you some odd profile. So I kind of have started either waiting a few minutes, like I'll go and wait a few minutes, because that's when it's taking the picture, or I'll hold up something like this for a bit, so that's going to be the picture it gets, right? So that's just a little tip. You probably already know it. If you didn't, hopefully it blessed you. And so, but I do have different busts available because of different colors. So I have them ready, and I'll pop that on there. I'll pop my necklaces and everything on there. I tend to have hooks. One second, let me get this one. This is an older one, a beige one. I have gray. I have all the colors, right? White. So, but this is a Dollar Tree hook, but I think I'm going to start using those adhesive, those plastic adhesive ones you can get for when you're hanging things on your wall or whatever. But this I got from Dollar Tree, and I love it because it has the hook. So all those kinds of things, you can really just get ready for your live, right? Just get ready. So what else did I want to say? No food and no gum. So because you don't know what's going to be left in your teeth, right? And the gum and chewing and popping, I mean, if you can control it, right? But like when I chew gum, I'm chewing gum. And so unfortunately for me, I've decided that doesn't make sense. But I keep like my water. I keep, I purchased myself as a gift for me, coffee mug warmer that I'll plug in, and I'll have like the hot apple cider or hot cocoa. Sometimes I'm like, hey, and I have different mugs that have different things on them. And my customers like to see like, what's on that mug? What does she have? I'll say, what are you drinking? What am I drinking? Right? Those kinds of things, just to engage people, because people are on your live because of you, not because of the jewelry. Yeah, the jewelry's beautiful. I love it. That's how we all became consultants. We love the jewelry, right? So yeah, they want the jewelry, but they really want the jewelry because of you, right? So don't forget the power you have, the impact and influence you have on customers who, if your heart's right and you engage with your customers and you love on them and care on them, they will come back for you and support you over and over. But we're in a people business. Yes, we're selling product, but we're really in a people business and impacting people's lives and showing up for them and blessing them and being there for them. There are so many people lonely, y'all. So many people who are looking to be entertained, who need to be entertained, who want to escape terrible circumstances and situations, right? So it's really just I don't want to go on and preach, right? But y'all know, like, put your heart in it. It's a people business, right? So show up authentically, sincerely, real for your customers on a regular basis. Consistency. Now, one thing that impacted my consistency, y'all, was, like I said, I didn't have my jewelry ready because I didn't know what I was going to show. And that was like, I didn't like it. So now I got this going. And so, yeah, I'm able I'm going to be showing up like on a regular basis, right? So all the things. So we're always learning, right? We're always growing and learning. So clothing, look, clean, fresh, right? Cute, whatever you want. Like I love fashion, right? So, but be you, authentically you. A cute, fresh t-shirt is fine, but just be ready, right? One wrinkle and not isn't okay. Okay. So it is what it is. Have your area fairly clean that people can see, right? Typically when I go live, they don't see these milk crates. I fix it up, right? Okay. So even though sometimes I will go live, y'all, and I will do like pick a number and I'll tell them like a number or one of like the crates are like when I look here 193 to 200. So remember I keep my multiples there and it's the last three digits on a paparazzi SKU or the barcode, whatever you want to call it. And so 193 to 200, I'll say pick a number. And I will pull the folder that has like 196 if someone says that, and I'll show what's in it. So they kind of do like to see these, but I try to like not have them as visible. So that's just me. You do you. Okay. So what else? I don't want this to be too long, and I'm a talker. So hair groomed, right? Hair groomed. It's important. It's important. It's part of you. You loving yourself, you feeling good about yourself is what you want to give to people. There are women who want to feel good about themselves. They come for you. All right. So you show up. Wear jewelry you have to sell. Like you all ever some fast food restaurant, like, okay, let's use my kids laugh because I always use McDonald's, but let's use McDonald's. Y'all know when the fries are hot and good and salted, not too salted, but just right. Those are some good fries. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if McDonald's is advertising and people go in there and they don't have fries, like what the what? Like, what the what? Where are your fries, right? Or, why aren't your fries hot and good? I have said, hey, can you give me a fresh order of fries? And they willingly do it because it's part of customer service. So like, where jewelry you have to sell? Nobody wants to go to McDonald's and they out of fries, right? So nobody wants to see a cute necklace and you don't have it. So wear jewelry that you have to sell, right? What else did I want to say? Oh, use all of your body. So I thought about like adding a bunch of things so I could actually show you all, but I'm going to talk it through. So I have seen sometimes consultants will have one earring here and a totally different one here. Do you? It's your business. You're trying to sell and move that inventory. So also, a lot of times I may have on a short necklace and then a long. Now this one is a vintage, right? So, but it doesn't matter. Don't call it old, call it vintage. All right. Like fine wine. So you want to have your jewelry. You can have a long one. You can have stretch or a wrap and something else over here. Do use all of your body. So your ears, your neck, 2 necklaces, bracelet, rings, right? You can do all the things. Now, do you want to look like, oh my gosh, there was so much stuff on her? Like what? No, it won't make sense, right? You want to come correct, but use all of your body. Let me see what else. I talked about upselling by selling the sets, right? Making sure you sell in sets. Oh, use 2 devices. So I have comments sold. So I must use my cell phone for the broadcast app or my iPad, right? And then I have my desktop. So, but even if you don't have comments sold, use 2 devices because the device you're going live on, you may miss comments. And so being live, pulling up your live on another device is great. So what I do is, if that were the case, even with comments, so because like I said, I have the broadcast app going, right? I will have my iPad over to the side and I will have it turned on to, I will have logged into my Facebook business page. I cut the volume down and I pull up my live. So once I'm live on my device, the real place, then I'm able to pull up my live on another device with the volume down or off, because you don't need to hear that. It will play back exactly what you're saying, and that's what your customers hear. So that is unnecessary and annoying and unprofessional, right? All the ums, right? So you want to make sure you do two devices. You also want to follow up with people. You get comments later during replay or comments that you maybe missed, right? So you want to go back and check your live and see about comments and follow up with people. If any of those people are not liking your business page or your group, if it's a public group and you were live in your group, then you want to invite them to like. Go back and capture those people and invite them into your world to like your page. If you have a Shopify store, make sure you connect your Shopify store to your Facebook business page. That way, when you are even posting products later, you can tag those products so that anyone that's interested can go directly to your Facebook page, or they can shop in your Facebook store. You can set it up both ways. All right. So that's important to know. You connect your VIP group to your business page so that you can cross post. Definitely go to Meta Business Suite. It used to be Facebook Business Suite and Creator Studio. Now it's merged and it's called Meta. META, and then Business Suite. And you can, like, if you have an Instagram business page, you can see comments on your Facebook business page, your Messenger. You can see comments on your Instagram, right? And your Instagram Messenger or inbox. So it's really awesome. It helps you streamline. It helps you keep up with your customers and the comments. It helps you with planning. You can pre-schedule posts to drop because it's about engagement. Folks are not going, you got to look at, I just reached 1,000 on my Facebook business page and I am so excited, but that's a drop in the bucket, but I will take it. So if you look at it, only a teeny minute percentage of those people will likely pop on a live, y'all. So if only a teeny minute amount of people, which I think, will pop on the live, then you see how important it is for engagement, because what tells them that you're live? Yeah, it should pop up. But what really boosts the fact that they get notified quickly that you are live, that's the artificial intelligence job. And it only knows how to do its job on your behalf if you do what you're supposed to do, which means you need engagement on your page, people engaging in your group if that's where you go live, right? Engaging on your personal profile if you go live on your personal profile. Otherwise, they aren't going to know. They're going to be shown your live way later. And yeah, they can watch the replay, but isn't it nice when you get more people who are watching live? So that's what you want. So really work with the bot so a bot can work with you. Have your live description ready. So like I said, I'm live on one device, and then I have over here, I have my live description copy and pastable, so that I can copy and paste really quickly and get back to starting to show the jewelry. You don't want to wait for people to come on. And if you do wait for people to come on, or it takes you a while to really share and do all the things you need to do, right? When you're sharing your live to your profile, to your story, all those places, right? And you want to share there, you all, but it takes a little bit of time. So sometimes I will say, if you're watching the replay, fast forward to when I start to show the jewelry, just so I respect their time and the fact that it took me a bit to get going and they don't want to deal with that, right? You don't want to lose people. Also, so have your live description ready to copy and paste, put all the things in there, right? I mentioned about showing in sets, and you might want to consider playing some games during your live or something like that. That may help you to relax as well. The more you go live, the more comfortable you become. Eventually, it's not a big deal at all. Okay. So I feel like I covered a whole lot of things. Oh, mention the opportunity. Mention the awesome paparazzi opportunity at least 3 times when you're live, at the beginning and the middle and the end. You can just mention it as an opportunity, or you can kind of do it a different way. You can like hold up the jewelry and say, like, remember how I had this one, right? You can hold up the jewelry, right? And I'll do like this. You know how you can like brace it against your hand and you can show and say, oh, can you believe this is only $2.75 for me? Or can you believe I purchased this jewelry for only $2.75? Like, can you believe that? And so if you want that kind of discount, just sign up. And then you just flow on to show your next piece of jewelry, like you didn't say anything that was different. And then later on, you can talk about your Shopify store, ways to shop. If you have a Shopify, you can say, hey, I'm going to do a free drawing. And we get hostess rewards, y'all. So you can say, I'm going to do a free drawing, but you need to be present to win. And I'm going to do it in the middle and the end, whatever you want. You need to entice people to stay because there's so much distraction around, right? And so hopefully this has been a helpful YouTube training. Again, please give me some comments, some feedback, ask some questions. There's a lot more trainings, matter of fact, that I want to do on if you need help with setting up your business page, your profile, all those kinds of things. Or I want to talk about games that we play. I have the Family Feud. I have Trivia Pursuit. I will even do a rhyming game. So I have like a list of ones I do, and in my customers, they love it. They come on like, what game we playing? I'm like, oh, like, because I like games too, but they love them. So I will do that. And then just engage with them and laugh and have fun. So I know this is something you can do. I know it's something you have to do. I know it's something you want to be able to do. So let's make it happen. Let's go live. Let's get over the fear. Let's show up authentically. Let's love on our customers. Let's offer the opportunity and let's sling the bling. Okay. All right. I appreciate you all. Blessings. All right. And I will be back live. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Blessings.